Greetings. I hope this video finds you well and prospering. Hey, check this out. Fellas, never stop being the man that you want to be. I was thinking back over my young adult life. All the things that I've been through. And listen, I have to be the one standing in the gap for men. This is why I'm the elder. I have a great recollection of things that I tried, things that I went through. Things that I accomplished. Things that I have still yet to do. Listen, I have the courage. People come along throughout my entire adult life. People have come along like, no, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. I'm like, I'm good, I got this. The Most High God is ordering my steps. So, here's why I'm saying this. I graduated high school, I was 17 years old. Under the direction and recommendation from my father, my elder, one of the baby boomers. He said, hey, join the military and go see some things and they'll pay you to do it. So that was another plan, another option. My original plan of myself, because I always have a plan. My grandfather asked me, I grew up in Milwaukee. My grandparents are down here in the Mobile, Alabama area. I spent the summer before my high school graduation. Maybe it might have been the summer before that one. I think that summer I was already committed to the Air Force, but maybe a summer before that or a family trip before that. My grandfather asked me, hey, what do you want to be when you graduate? I said, I want to be a barber. Someone owned me a barber shop, learned to cut. I love cut. I still like cutting hair to this day. I said, I want to be a barber. He said, grandson, let me know when you want me to build you that barber shop. Because my grandfather, brick mason. Yeah, he retired from a Keesler Air Force Base. Engineer. And then he started his own. He had a few business ventures. One was brick masonry. There's all kind of houses and stuff around here that him and my uncles, listen, they laid bricks. So that was my plan. I said, I'm going to go and get with my grandfather and my uncles and get into the bricklaying business. And my dad said, He said, try something else. Try something else. I did the military. The military was good for me. He said, I want you to try the military. So I thought about like, hey, I grew up, I was born in West Berlin, Germany. I'm a Department of Defense child. So I was like, hey, I was born overseas. I was looking at the pictures. Him and my mother, they took a lot of pictures of their travels overseas in Germany and all throughout that area. I said, you know what? I said, I'll try it. I said, but I could always go and get with my grandfather and them, because the summer before my high school graduation, I came down here and I worked with my grandfather and uncles. And I was just a laborer. And I was like, oh man, I'm making this money just hauling these bricks and mixing mud for them. I said, imagine if I go ahead and get the top pay as one of the brick masons, which they make good money. And I was like, hey, I'll be out and, getting exercise, be down here where I always wanted to live. So I diverted from my plans and I went on ahead and followed the recommendation of my dad. And then he got my uncle involved, my Uncle Wallace, rest in peace to the distinguished gentleman. Got my uncle involved, so he was very active in my military journey. Him and my dad. So I followed the wise counsel of those elders. And to this day, I'm glad that I did. Although I know if I did the barber thing, yeah, I would have enjoyed that too. So I didn't give up the barber thing. I had 3 sons and myself. So I groomed myself. Once I left home, I started grooming myself. And then as we start to have children, listen, I was not going to the barber shop, sitting and paying for, that time and money on haircuts. So I cut all of my son's hair. From the time we started cutting them, we let it grow until they would turn 1 year old, whatever that reason is. And then after that, I started cutting their hair. And I cut their hair until they well up into the middle school, high school. Then they just started letting it go. So that's another discussion. So yeah, I joined the military. I did not stop being who I was. I became, and I started enhancing who I was. See, in high school, I loved sports. So, but I didn't really like organized sports. I liked more of the pickup game type guy. Yeah, the structure of organized sports I was like, this is boring. So much more freedom in pickup games. Yeah, but the structure of organized sports, it wasn't as appealing to me as pickup basketball. So, hey, when I joined the military, I kept doing me. Hey, field day, sports, the gym. Yeah, I was finding all that. Where the basketball at? Where the softball at? Playing and playing and playing. In middle school, I got an Atari 2600. One of the best report cards I ever. My dad said, hey, if you improve your grades, get over a 3-point, I'll get you this game. I got over the 3-point. He bought me the Atari 2600. Well, I got it. I said, that's me. So, but I left the game system at home when I went off into the Air Force because I had to focus on training and everything. So I'm 17. I'm in the Air Force. I'm going through training, trying to turn 18. I finished all my training. They sent me to the Philippines. I got to the Philippines. Where the basketball at? Where the softball at? Let me go and buy me a video game. By then, the Nintendo came out. Yeah, the Nintendo came out. So me and the guys, hey, even though we were in the Philippines with a bunch of beautiful women, we still was video gamers. We were gamers. Hey, man, we would get together and play tournaments, Tecmo Bowl, and man, mainly Tecmo Bowl and Double Dribble. Yeah, we were still some gamers. So as life going on, I was like, I'm not going to lose myself. So I'm still cutting hair. Sometimes cut some guys' hair in the dorm, in the military. This when I was still single. I went to the Philippines, so video game playing softball. So then I started mixing in women with what I like to do. And this is the main point of this video. Mix in women with what you like to do. Don't alter who you are to accommodate a woman. She fits in your plan, your dreams, your desires. That's biblical truth. So the women that you get involved with should fit right in. So I got married in the Philippines after, dating a few beautiful women, married a beautiful woman. I still was playing the video game. I still was playing softball. Matter of fact, the day of my wedding, I played a doubleheader of softball. The guys was like, hey man, aren't you getting married today? I'm like, that's later on. We got 2 games to play. What was I going to do? Sit around and be nervous? I couldn't it don't take long to put the tux on and go to the church. That was it. The women had that all day planning stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna play these 2 softball games. Go back, shower. My hair and stuff was already cut. So I'm gonna go back, shower, get cleaned up, put my tuxedo on. Car was already washed, or I could have had somebody wash the car real quick. The Philippines was good for that, man. For just $3, $4, $5, somebody wash your car, boom. Yeah, that's another discussion. And I'm there at the church for the wedding. So played 2 softball games on my wedding day. June 17th, 1989. 34 years just passed. Yeah, Saturday. June 17th, 1989, 34 years ago. I was 19. My bride was 18. Yeah, young. We were young, but I had a made up mind. Because what I was doing then is what I'm still doing now. I'm still that same young man. Video games, softball, bowling, basketball. I got married. I kept doing those things. I just had a wife now. So we decided, hey, listen, we're just going to enjoy each other. We're not going to have any kids for about the first couple of years. And so that's what we did. We held off on having kids. We came from the Philippines to the States. We moved around the States, went and visited family and did some few things and ran around without kids. And then got married in 89. 91, we had our first child. We planned. We had a son in 91, born on 9/11. Yeah. 91. So, boom, we had our first child. Oscoda, Michigan, Wart Smith Air Force Base. But I was still playing video games. I was still playing softball. I was still playing basketball. I mean, I was road bike racing. I bought a bike. I was racing. I was road racing on the bike. I started that in the Philippines. I kept doing it. Michigan a little cold, but the military bases are excellent places to road race your bike and even train. And it kept me in good physical health. So played a bunch of softball. Got out the military. Moved to Milwaukee. I took the early out to become a Milwaukee police officer. In Milwaukee, had to maneuver a little bit differently because of the congestion of the city. But I still rode the bike. I started back playing basketball with people I know in the community, pickup ball, basketball leagues with the police and the fire department. That was prevalent. And then they had adult basketball leagues. And of course, I got into the softball. We purchased our house in Milwaukee. I had a recliner named it Elmo. Sit in front of the video game. My wife and our son would watch me play Tomb Raider. Yeah, I kept being me. My wife and kids traveled with me, watched me play softball. They watched me play the video game because I continued to be the man that I was and the man that I wanted to be and the things that I enjoyed. So they watched me play Tomb Raider. Yeah. So then my son, he got older, got him his own console. I kept playing mine. He had his. To this day, I'm winding this video down. To this very day, I still play video games. Listen, even when all of my kids were still school age, listen, I made sure we had 4-player game. Yeah, Mario Kart and Mario Party. Listen, man, we loved playing them two. Yeah, those 2 games right there, because I had 4 kids, but at the time, only three of them was video game age. Yeah, I made sure to incorporate us all into roller skating. I got back into roller skating and the video gaming. So I'm like, hey, it's something that we could all play together. And I always kept asking my wife at the time, hey, you want to play some of this? She was like, no, I don't want to play. Hey, you want to get in on this? Yeah, no, I don't want to. So I'm going to say one time she played some softball because we needed an extra player. And she actually did pretty good. So we needed a woman, co-ed ball. We needed a woman. She was the only one available. So she played. Hey, you could do a little something. Yeah. Video game, I think she might have tried it once or twice. There you go. But that wasn't her. That was me. So I made sure. And then when it came out with the What that Nintendo Wii? Oh man, we were tennis. We playing tennis and hitting each other upside the head with the controller and throwing controllers off Nintendo Wii. But yeah, we all bowling. Man, why go to the bowling alley? We in the house with the Nintendo. Man, I incorporated those things into life with my family. I always included my family. I never was like, okay, I'm leaving you all behind and I'm going over here. That's why I know this is another discussion too. This is easy for me to be a date single mother. Yeah, I want to say the last long relationship I was in, a single mother, 4 kids. It was so easy. It was just so easy. I like to go to Dave and Buster's and I like to go roller skating. And yeah, that stuff was just easy to me. Go-karting. Yeah, because that's the man that I've always been. That's the spirit that I've always been. And I'm continuing to do that. And I'm doing it now even more and more. My kids are adults now. And I'm still that same individual. Video gaming, bowling up. I haven't been on the bike in a while, but yeah, softball. Oh, I love that. I'm loving that. Traveling, playing softball. Yeah, they got 50 and over. They got 60 and over, 70 and over, 80 and over. So I'm like, I'll be in that for the rest of my days. But it keeps you active. And not just sitting around and like, well, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Blah, blah. But I'm going to wind this down. I wanted to travel the world. That was in my grand scheme of my plan of doing all those things. I wanted to travel the world after I retired. So I retired almost 7 years ago. I've been traveling. Beautiful thing. Love Costa Rica. Excuse me. Go back to the Philippines here soon. Hey, I travel with the softball. I road trip. Jump on a motorcycle. Ride out somewhere. And hey, it was just a beautiful thing. Fellas, listen, always do you. If the woman cannot fit into that process, she's not for you. Yeah, they don't let them divert you from being you. Yeah, because the man that delights in the law of the Lord, yeah, he will give you the desires of your heart. And that's where I'm at with it. God has granted me the desires of my heart, and he continues to do that. That's why I can speak boldly and comfortably about where I'm at in life and what I've been through. Yeah, I'm the elder and I'm giving back. This is how I'm giving back. And I still honor my elders. I'm going to get with you all later. Peace.